"Are you a gay whore?" And I was just like, "Yep, that's me."
Kevin, you're not a whore. We know this. Hi. Welcome back, everybody.
Fruity cereal.
Fruity cereal. Kevin, lean into your mic. I can't hear you.
Oh, really? You can't hear me?
Oh, no, I legit can't hear you. Do me a favor. Eat your microphone really quick.
I'm not doing that, Connor.
Why? Because I haven't paid you?
Okay, you just answered my question. Clearly, you can hear me.
Okay, fuck you. Anyway, welcome back to Fruity Cereal. We're on, what, episode 6 now? Kevin?
Yes, it is episode 6.
We've been at this for a while. Holy crap. We've been doing this for 6 whole episodes. Oh my gosh. I remember when this was all orange groves.
This was all what?
Isn't that like a joke with like old people? They're like, I remember when this was all orange groves, like in my youth. You hear that a lot in Florida.
Old people.
You okay, sorry. That's right. I forgot you don't hang out with people. Living in the middle of the sticks that is North Carolina.
Yeah.
How was your week been, Kevin?
People I see around are old people, so.
How was your week, Kevin?
My week was fine. I submitted a short film I made a few years ago to a film festival.
I remember that. Congratulations.
Today, I went to a pool party to mingle with the creators of the film festival. So,
okay,
that's what I did today.
Today, I got my pharmacy technician license. So,
oh, good for you. Also this week, I got my monkeypox vaccine.
Both of us did that, or as I like to call it, Grindr live and in concert. This was a big thing for both of us. Like, it's for those who may not follow what's going on with the monkeypox vaccine, it's increasingly difficult to get your hands on it at the moment. It's in very high demand, especially amongst the gay community, or primarily gay men, I will say. But everybody should get a chance to get it if you find it in your area.
Yeah, when I got it, they gave you like a card and was like, do you fill out, do you qualify for any of these requirements? You don't have to say which one, but just, does this follow you? And basically all 3 of them were like, are you a gay whore? And I was just like, yep, that's me.
Kevin, you're not a whore. We know this. Oh.
No, Kevin, you're right. Whores get paid.
Okay, stop. You're taking other people's jokes now. That was one fun thing about going to this clinic was like, obviously, everybody in there is for the monkeypox vaccine. Therefore, 90% of the people in there were gay men. But like, you know, there's like the trope of like the type of gay man you are. Like, there's the twank, the bear, the dom top. I think I had one of every category in this room. And I was just like, I feel like I've hit bingo. It's just,
oh, really?
Like, the periodic table of like gay.
Like, it was like 3 other men there, and it was a pretty big room, so it was like kind of a little awkward.
God. I had so many people. Like, they were taking appointments like for like what I think up to an hour early, and it was like they could vaccinate like I think they had like 3 people doing vaccines, so they were able to get like a large turnaround. So it was like moving pretty fast. But either way, if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Find out if your area offers monkeypox, and if not, double check. Like, it's
because like, because like in Asheville, I think they just readily had it. They were just like, yeah, we got it. I don't even think that they had to do the whole like, are you a man who's had sex with multiple male partners in the past 9 weeks, or you know,
my
have
clinic
you had
didn't
sex
even
with a
ask. They're just like, do you want it? And I said yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin, mug of the day.
Oh, mug of the day. Hey, guess what? Not to steal your segment again, but I also have a mug of the day. It's just
mine's more interesting. Yours is plain black. Mine's got Princess Anna on it.
Yeah, but mine's machine washable.
So is mine.
Is it though?
Yes, I've had this thing. Holy shit! When did Frozen come out? 2013. I've had this since 2013. So
and it's machine washable.
Yeah, it's ceramic.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn, that's cool.
Right?
Hey, wait,
That's why I
Connor,
like to
I have a
just
question to ask you. I have a
Go ahead.
question to ask you. So yesterday, it was yesterday, right? I believe it was yesterday. You told me you don't like hot beverages.
I really don't. Like, there's
Then
very few
why do
hot
you have?
beverages that I actually enjoy.
But then why do you have so many mugs then if you don't like hot
I don't
beverages?
need a reason for why I like to accumulate shit, Kevin. I'm like a dragon. I just find something to hoard and I hoard it. And if you dare question me, I'll destroy you. Plain and
Yeah,
simple.
and you said that you were gonna, and you said that you had a new collection fascination, or you wanted to start a new collection today. You sent me a message on TikTok about that, right?
I want to start a new collection. You're not making me go into my TikTok to like check what I've said to you. Oh my god.
Do you
I
not
want to
remember? I'm just asking you to
No,
remember
Kevin.
what you said.
Here's the thing: 90% of the TikToks I send you are like in the morning when I'm not awake. So it's just like, haha, tee
Yeah,
hee,
it was
funny,
the thing
funny.
with
Let me
the
send it to
trading
Kevin.
cards.
Oh my god, Kevin! Did you see those?
Yes.
Okay, so just for a little bit of context, this TikTok I had sent to Kevin, like I sent him a thing being like, tee hee, I want to collect these. These were a set of trading cards, like collectible trading cards that you could get in like the early 90s, like I think 1991, that had like characters or not characters, like celebrities and icons related to the AIDS crisis. Like they were literally called AIDS trading cards. And it was the most bizarre shit I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, because each pack came with a free condom. This is a real thing. I swear to God, this is a real thing.
Like, it would be kind of hypocritical if they didn't.
A little bit, but like, here's the thing. Think about the demographic.
Also, can you explain something to me, Connor? Can you explain something to me?
Maybe if you stop interrupting me.
Why do condoms have expiration dates?
Why do condoms have expiration dates?
Yeah.
The latex that's on them, or sometimes if you're buying lambskin condoms, it's an organic material. So it degrades and wears down over time and it becomes thinner. So if you tend to stretch it and apply friction to it, it's going to create a hole. Whereas if it's brand new, that lubrication is nice and flexible and it's, yeah.
Okay.
The more you know. We did that in perfect synchronization. Oh my God.
Did we go the opposite direction? I feel like we did.
I don't think so. But anyway, Kevin, like think about the demographic of these trading cards, okay? Who collects trading cards? Young kids who probably aren't having sex. I mean, you're collecting trading cards.
I don't think it's for young kids, Connor. I don't think these trading cards are for young kids.
Yeah, I know, but like that's like when you think of the term trading cards, you're thinking of like middle school playground, right? Like
yeah,
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, AIDS. This is the perfect opportunity.
Okay, I don't think you've ever seen. Okay, Connor, I don't think you've ever seen the Dinosaurs Attack trading cards or the Mars Attacks trading cards. You know the film Mars Attacks by Tim Burton?
Yes.
That's based on a series of trading cards. That's pretty much the movie.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
But
and here's the thing: he was originally going to make a movie based on the sister franchise of that, Dinosaurs Attack, which is about like giant monstrous dinosaurs like freaking killing brutally, like
finish a sentence,
everything. Like, yeah, these cards were very graphic and also very scientifically inaccurate as well.
Oh my God, you and your goddamn dinosaurs.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It was around the same time that Jurassic Park came out. So, like, I don't know who made this decision, but they were like, let's do the Mars one instead.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, here's the thing. Just from, like, a marketing standpoint, I would rather, like, fund
I digress so much. I'm sorry.
You what?
I digress so much. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you went off. But like just from a marketing standpoint, I feel like I'd rather go with something in like Aliens and we actually talked about this, I think in like episode 2. There's seemingly infinite ways to portray extraterrestrial life. So like the amount of stuff you could do and put into a property is unlimited. Whereas dinosaurs, it's like, I guess we can give this one feathers.
Oh yeah, none of these had feathers. This was the 90s, Connor.
There we go. Anyway, Kevin, did you or did you not
Garbage Pail Kids? That's another like joke trading card. Yeah. Garbage Pail Kids. You remember Garbage Pail Kids?
Is this your way of deflecting because you don't have any news for this week?
I have news.
You just don't want to show off what you've done.
I just have ADHD, Connor.
And it's annoying.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that.
There we go. Kevin, please share your news with us.
Wacky Packages, yes. Yes, thank you, Pod Daddy. Wacky Packages, that's another one.
I remember seeing those. Like, that was wacky packages. Oh man,
Chips Ahoy! That's just gross.
what?
You never saw the commercials for those?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
I just remember seeing them. They were in the little vending machines at like the grocery store. You put 50 cents in and you get like a big sticker. It was a ripoff. It was 50 cents for a piece of plastic.
Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah.
Your segments.
Well, hang on. I just want to preface something. So I'm kind of feeling, I believe that I'm feeling a side effect from the vaccine. I think I had a slight fever from it. And I'm kind of recovering from it. So if I sound a little sick, just want to let everyone know that's why.
Go.
Okay. All right. Here is my segment. Sounds gay.
Your face is so white, I could land a plane using it. You're so white. You're so white. It's nauseating.
I know. I tried to get a tan today. Leave me alone.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. It's just
you live in the sticks. You're covered in trees.
What?
You live in the sticks. You're covered in trees. There's no.
And it rains all the time here. Apparently, this is like
you just live in
Asheville
Fort Washington.
is technically a rainforest.
No shit, really?
I don't know. Somebody said that. I'm not sure if it's true. Actually, now I'm saying it out loud.
Kevin, is it gay? And are we in?
Yes. Okay. So first bit of news, Harry Styles has something to say about gay sex in film, despite identifying as heterosexual.
Yeah. Who the fuck does he think he is?
I don't know.
I heard this and I immediately was like, tell us your truth, Queen, because
here's the
instantly
thing.
What?
I think the truth is just that he's straight.
He's straight. He's 100% straight. And he's like proud of that fact. Is like, I'm breaking gender norms. I'm proving that straight men can also enjoy queer life. And it's like, please don't. Please don't. It's all we have.
Yeah.
Don't take our shit.
And, okay, hold on. First, I want to read this tweet by Twitter user Medium Size Meech in response to Harry Styles saying figuring out his journey of sexuality has been a journey as he teases tender gay sex scene in upcoming drama My Policeman. And this Twitter user, Medium Size Meech, they say, the last thing I'm gonna say about this, and I'm done. You didn't hear Daniel Radcliffe doing all this when he got rode hard and put away wet as Allen Ginsberg in Kill Your Darlings 2013. He bit the pillow, hiked up his caboose, and shut up. Learn from this.
Yeah. That's actually a perfect analogy. Like, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe was just like, okay, let me play a gay role. All right. And I'm going to shut up about it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I feel like he's played gay twice now, hasn't he?
Daniel Radcliffe?
I think so. If I'm not, I know there was Kill Your Darlings. I feel like there was something else. I don't know. Either way, he's doing it perfectly.
A horse in Equus?
That's not gay, Kevin. That's problematic.
Well, was it a male horse?
Kevin, it's wrong either way.
Okay, but if it was a male horse, then it's gay.
Oh my God, Kevin. Here's the thing. People on Truth Social are going to clip this and be like, they admit it. I knew it. They're after my barnyard animals. I fucking hate you, Kevin. Anyway, let's get back to Harry Styles.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what this whole situation reminds me of? Connor, have you ever watched the television series The Other Two?
No. What is that?
Okay. So The Other Two, it was originally on Comedy Central, but now it's on HBO Max, or at least it is for now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not get into. We already got into that last episode about all that situation. I'm sorry, I'm thumping my phone. Anyway, so this is a comedy series. It's about a child star who becomes like a instant pop star overnight, and it's about his two adult siblings. One of them is a straight woman, the other one is a gay man. The gay man is a struggling actor, and in season 2, he finally gets like his big break. He finally gets to be in like a big movie, but then it gets canceled, but he still gets a lot of media attention for it. So what ends up happening is that he ends up dating this actor who is going to star in this gay role, this like dramatic gay role. and he's like on a date with this, and he's like constantly on a date with this guy, but this man is like not showing any affection toward him, like not any like actual affection, like almost, but then not. And like whenever the paparazzi ask him about his sexuality, he's like, I don't like to talk about that, but they're always around him, always, all the time. And then when they're in private, he always comes up with an excuse to not kiss him, to not sleep with him. And this gay character, his name is Carrie, by the way. And Carrie's like wondering like, what's up with this? And it turns out the whole thing is that this actor is queer baiting in order to gain publicity, because he got upset that he won a Teen Choice Award when he wanted to win an Oscar.
We talked about that too. Oh man. Ooh, okay. And what year did this show come out?
This episode actually just came out last year.
Oh shit, topical. Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's kind of funny because the whole episode is like framed like a psychological thriller too.
Oh God. Okay.
Like he's like trying to figure out what's wrong with him. Why won't he sleep with me? But he still says he loves me. What's going on?
It's like a Lifetime movie where you find out that your husband's got like another family in Alabama.
Yeah, it's like kind of like that. Or they kind of also kind of act like he's like a serial killer too.
Okay, that's problematic, but okay.
Yeah, I forgot which episode it was. I believe it was episode 8 of season 2. Let me just double check really quick.
Just go with it. We've got time ticking down on us, Kevin.
Okay. You know what? I'll just say.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it was.
Kevin, you're taking too long.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe it was episode 8. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Actually, it was less than this episode came out less than a year ago, and it's on HBO Max right now, at least for now.
So run.
Okay. All right. So next bit of news. Sanjaya Malakar comes out as bisexual.
Who is that?
Sanjaya Malakar was.
I thought you said Zendaya at first, and I was like, oh.
Here's the thing. Okay, so Sanjaya, he was a contestant on American Idol. I don't remember how far he got. Okay, I'm not sure how far he got into the show, but he was on American Idol, and I remember him because I don't know if you ever watched the show The Soup with Joel McHale on E!
No, I found him annoying.
Okay, well, they would always, whenever they talked about him, because this was when American Idol was culturally relevant. Right. Whenever they talked about Sanjaya, they would always have like a little like graphic of his face going by and a voice whispering Sanjaya. And I think about that every time I hear the name Zendaya. I'm like, Zendaya.
Jesus Christ, that's weird.
Yes,
that's like a perfect example of why I didn't like Joel McHale.
He was a finalist. Thank you, Pod Daddy. Okay, so so he recently came out as bisexual.
Congratulations. Welcome to the team, sweetie.
Okay, next bit of news. Kim Petras announces she has 2 new songs releasing next month.
This is the thing you would not tell me last night. You're like, ooh, spoilers. I got to tell you on the podcast, Kevin.
Yeah, well, now I'm telling you. Kim Petras is back. It's been a while since we've gotten new music from the slut pop singer, but she took to Twitter to reveal some bops are coming our way. 2 new songs next month. The Coconuts Queen wrote, finally getting out of pop star jail. Kim has been candid with her fans about struggling to get approval from her record label to release new music, even encouraging fans to listen to leaks of her unreleased album, which was reportedly scrapped. Sorry, it's still a little bit, but it's still a little bit. I'm finishing songs, working every day. Trust. Kim updated her fans in July. Enjoy the summer, go outside. It'll be here before you know it. I love you so much. While Kim Petras has yet to reveal the track's release dates and titles, as long as there's a woo and a ah, we are going to be streaming.
Kevin?
Yes.
Did you refer to her as a slut pop star?
No, Slut Pop. That's the name of her album, I believe.
Slut Pop.
Yes. Let me just double check that real quick.
That's a terrible name, but whatever. I mean, I guess it fits her brand, but I just think it's gross.
That's the name of her album, Slut Pop.
It sounds like It sounds like a slang term for an STI. Like, you know how gonorrhea is the clap? Like,
Yeah.
it was like, oh my God, I got a really bad case of slut pop when I hooked up with this guy from 7-Eleven. Like,
Yeah, you're right. It kind of does sound like that.
holy
But,
shit.
you know, that's who she
Slut
is.
pop.
She's a slut and she's proud of it.
Congratulations. You
Like
said
her
next month?
catchphrase is, "What's up? This is Kim Petras and I fucked your boyfriend." Whoop. Ah.
For some reason, you were saying that so often. That was like your catchphrase for a while.
It was. Oh my God. Yeah, I was obsessed for a while.
You were nauseating.
Still am, bitch.
We know. We've been there.
Okay. So, next bit of news. This week marks the anniversary of the Stonewall Riots and what would have been activist and riot leader Marsha P. Johnson's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, Kevin.
Yeah, so this was 3 days ago from today, which, let's see, today's the 27th, so that would have been
Don't you mean today is the 29th, Kevin?
Connor, we're recording this the 27th. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't pull back the curtain and
Oh my God. Okay, whatever. The 24th would have been Marsha P. Johnson's birthday. The queer liberation activist and pioneer helped lead the Stonewall Uprising, founded America's first LGBTQ youth center, and her work in progressing LGBTQ plus rights in the United States will not be forgotten. Happy birthday, Marsha.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Marsha P. Johnson, a Black trans woman.
Yes.
She's often credited with the title of the first brick thrown at Stonewall. Am I correct?
Well, here's the thing. Nobody can truly verify that, but that is often what is reported. That's often that's like hearsay of like that's the most often, you know, testimony, but nobody can really confirm that though.
True. And not for nothing, like just for the safety of those involved, I don't think anybody would want to confirm it. They're like, oh, like I definitively saw Marsha throw that brick. Then like, oh great, now her estate's gonna have to like pay for damages or some shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
maybe. I don't know.
It's like, don't implicate people that you don't say like, oh, I saw Kevin at that riot the other day. They're gonna show up to your house.
People just started saying that because Roland Emmerich, because I don't know if you remember, but there was a movie about Stonewall Riots.
Let's talk about
but they depicted it as like some random white twink was the first
movie
the brick at Stonewall.
That movie is a stain in the pants of God. I am disgusted that movie
they
even got made.
Some white twink who was a fictional character in the movie, and they said, "Oh yeah, he's the one who threw the first brick."
Yeah.
And
meanwhile, there wasn't a single person of color to be
actor too. I don't know if he was, but whatever.
If you actually watch it, there's like not a single person of color to be found amongst the main players. It's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, really? I've actually never seen
the movie. No, like all the main players are like pretty white folks, and the background, like supporting characters, maybe are people of color. It's nasty. This movie is really wretched. Anyway, happy birthday, Marsha P. Johnson. In memory of all of those who died at Stonewall, we salute you.
Connor, nobody died at Stonewall.
What?
No one died at Stonewall.
I don't know the rest of it. I knew that. Okay. It's not funny if you're not in on the joke.
Nobody was killed?
Nobody was killed. This is a reference to Drag Race.
Yeah.
It's so funny. People died at Stonewall. Nobody died at Stonewall. Oh, God. Anyway, continue, please, Kevin.
So Hold Me Closer has been released. For those of you who don't know, that's the collab song between Britney Spears and Elton John. It's been released and the gays love it.
Do they? I haven't heard a single like lick of notes from this song yet.
Really?
Really. Not for nothing. I'm not exactly seeking it out, but I thought I would have heard it somewhere on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, anything. I haven't heard anything about the song yet, but I did see Britney posted a TikTok about it though.
Okay.
But I'm glad to hear it's doing well.
Yep. And last bit of news is that Trixie Mattel's birthday was this week.
Oh, her.
Oh, yeah. Connor doesn't like Trixie Mattel.
Here's the thing. Listen, I love Trixie Mattel. She's hilarious, gorgeous, whatever. She did something a little problematic fairly recently that I still have not forgiven her for.
Do shit that's problematic, Connor.
This one was extra icky. This one, little bit of context. Trixie Mattel did a Snatch game where she dressed up as Anne Frank.
but it wasn't actually Snatch Game. It wasn't like actually on Drag Race.
That's what makes it weirder. Like this was in her own home, on her own budget, on her own time. She made the conscious thought, I'm gonna dress up like Anne Frank and post a photo, post evidence to the internet. Why? Why? What was the reason? What was the reason?
Just to, I don't know, just to fuck with people, just to shock them.
I don't get it. Not to mention the time she dressed up as Gypsy Rose Blanchard and like was in a wheelchair as a prop. That's tea. That's tea, mama. Sorry. I'm sorry. I got a little upset. It was her birthday. Congratulations on getting older.
Yay.
Maybe you'll finally catch up to Katya one of these days. Deleted old.
And that concludes my segment.
Oh, God. I'm sorry I got so heated towards the end.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay, but that was wonderful. Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of birthdays.
Oh, also, one more thing. Apparently, Singapore decriminalized homosexuality or something.
Kevin, you buried the lead. That's big news. Singapore decriminalized it, right? It's not like legal to get married, but
I'm not. Let me just double check this real quick.
Oh my God!
I heard
Bring
this
the banner up. We're not done yet. Oh God. But okay, so it's not exactly like you can't get married in Singapore. No. You're just not going to get arrested for being gay. It's one step in the right direction is the point I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. I heard this on another.
Also, I love how you said it. It's like, oh yeah, they decriminalize homosexuality. Anyway.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it looks like gay marriage.
Someone didn't do his research.
Actually, hang on.
Kevin, there's dead air. You're killing me with every second of time. That's because
as it put an end to that law, the Singapore government reiterated its opposition to gay marriage.
Oh, God. Ew.
Okay, but consensual gay sex is no longer illegal, though.
All right, well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just... I don't know. I guess I'm just a little messy today.
A little bit. Anyway, speaking of messy, Kevin, let's... Oh, God, what was I going to talk about? You made me lose my train of thought. English, I can't speak. Kevin, one thing, I didn't know if you were going to put this in your segment because it's not really gay news, but like some other news happened this week. Kevin, did you hear we have a new official Disney princess?
Oh, yeah, we were going to talk about this last week, but we didn't.
We went so overboard last week. Oh, my God.
Did.
Oh, God.
True.
But yeah, no, this is a little bit late in the game, but this is like, for me, this is big news. For a lot of gay guys, this is big news. We have a new official Disney princess in Raya, the Southeast Asian, I believe. Asian. She's like, oh, Kevin, out of the two of us, you're the only one who has seen the movie.
Yeah, even though you bought it on your Disney Plus.
I did buy you this movie. I bought you the early access for your birthday.
Yeah.
But you wanted to see it, and you have seen it. Kevin.
Yes.
Can you tell us who Raya is? What's her deal?
Okay, so Raya is the princess of a fantasy kingdom called Kumandra. Technically, she's only... Well, actually, the kingdom of Kumandra is split up into 5 different kingdoms. And each kingdom... And the whole kingdom is also in the shape of a giant dragon. But, like, each section of the kingdom is named after a different body part. So there's there's Fang, Spine, Talon, Tail, and Heart. And Raya is the princess of Heart. Yes, she is literally the princess of Heart.
Oh, God. They could have fucking gotten rid of Alice in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, they could. Well, they could have also gotten rid of Ariel, too. They could have replaced her with Ariel, too. But, like, I guess, you know, they didn't want to get that bitch out of the water. I don't know.
Anyway, we're talking about Raya. Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, and I'm kind of surprised it took them, like, a year to do this. Because, like she's unambiguous. I don't know why it took them so long. And I also follow-up question. Was Moana ever inducted? Because I do not remember that.
That's the thing. Like, if you Google it right now, Moana was officially, quote unquote, inducted into the Disney Princess lineup, I believe in 2017. Like her movie came out in 2016, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they waited about a year afterwards.
Why? Why wait a year? Why not just?
They want to see how popular it is. Because if you actually look at any of the quote unquote failed princesses, the ones that are like, they literally hold the title and they aren't in the lineup, like Princess Kita from Atlantis. The reason she's not is literally just because the movie was not a success and she's not as in, like, she doesn't sell as well. So they don't put her in the lineup. On the flip side of that, they could do too well. Like Anna and Elsa were supposed to be in the lineup, but then they were so successful they spawned into their own franchise.
Yeah, they're not Disney princesses literally just because they're too successful on their own.
Exactly. So Raya apparently did well enough that they're like, people want to see more of her. People want to meet her in the parks. We're going to induct her into the Disney princess lineup. And I believe she is number 13, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Because there were 14 princesses in Ralph Breaks the Internet, but they included Elsa and Anna in there.
Yes.
So I think I remember. So yeah. So 14 minus 2 plus 1, 13. Yep.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Did you ever see Clue?
You hear that there's going to be a remake of Clue?
What? When? What? Whoa, hold on. What?
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a remake of Clue starring Ryan Reynolds.
Ugh.
Yeah, I knew that last part was going to make you go, ooh.
Okay, no.
So this is how you know we're gay, because we don't like Ryan Reynolds.
We're not like every straight guy that's questioning their sexuality, and they're like,
every straight guy is like, I never fuck men except for Ryan Reynolds. I would fuck him.
What is so appealing about him? He is literally like,
because he's conventionally attractive and funny, and they're just like, funny. Yep, that's all it takes.
Ugh, God. Anyway, but yes, no, Raya is the 13th Disney princess to join the lineup. She's, I believe, third princess in the lineup who, like, she's not technically a princess. She's the daughter of a chief, right? Same thing with Moana.
I think she's straight up a princess.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, I think they literally even refer to her as a princess. Like, I think her father is the king of the Heart Kingdom, which, like, I know the whole kingdom is called Kumandra, but, like, each section is also called a kingdom. I don't know. It's a little confusing.
Okay. I should probably sit down and watch this movie. It's been over a year. I paid for it in advance. So
yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't watch it when you paid for it, because it's like, well, might as well make it your money's worth.
Here's the thing. Like, at the time, I was like balancing a lot going on. I didn't really have time to like sit down and watch an entire movie back to front. So now I can probably swing it if I.
Well, you didn't have to. It was on Disney Plus. You could have watched like part of it and then finished it later.
I can't do that. I can't stop a movie and come back to it like 3 hours later. I need to sit through the whole thing in one go. Otherwise, I don't remember shit. That's why I hate miniseries. Like, oh my God. Do you remember a couple of years ago, there was a miniseries, I believe on ABC. It wasn't ABC. It was Stars. I can't remember. It was called Emerald City, and it was another adaptation of The Wizard of Oz.
Vaguely.
It flopped. It wasn't a success. And I remember being like, I'm excited for this. I have to wait for it to come out on DVD, because if I watch one episode and then a week goes by, I'm going to forget everything. And those recaps at the beginning of episodes don't do shit for me.
I see.
Oh my God. I was barely able to make it through Once Upon a Time, like waiting week by week. But that was because I actually enjoyed the show and was like anticipating more stuff. But yeah, no, I can't. Like, oh my God. You know what I really don't get? This mostly happens with my father, but I'll attribute it to straight men in general. The obsession with like flipping through channels, TV, there's nothing on. They'll flip to a movie channel and it's like, I don't know, Field of Dreams is on. It started like an hour ago. I'll just sit here and watch the rest of it. It's like, how do you do that? How?
Well,
are you
I don't
able
know.
to?
Well, it depends. Has he seen that movie before?
No. My father will sit down and watch an entirely new movie, picking up in the middle of the action, and then finish it, and then be like, that was a great movie. And I'm like, how would you know? You didn't even finish. See the whole thing. It's really, oh my God.
I mean, my parents do that too, but it's usually with but like they only do that with movies that they've already seen. And if it's a movie that they haven't seen, they'll usually like record it. Like, they'll record the next time it's on, because we have a streaming TV service, so it's like so it's like, which I mean, I feel like everybody does now these days, because like cable's like dying. Yeah,
cable is dying. Like, it's, if you actually look what's available like on like basic cable, it is very depressing and sad. But it's like a Mad Max-esque landscape of content.
Yeah. So yeah, but like here's the thing: my mom will like record things even if like they're readily available to watch on certain streaming services. Although then again, now that I think about it, now I'm like, oh, actually, maybe that's a good idea because now you never know when something's gonna get taken off of the streaming services. Like she recorded Avatar, and I'm like, Mom, we have a Disney Plus. We can watch Avatar anytime we want without commercials. Like without having to fast forward through the commercials. You could just do that. And my mom's like, I don't know. I just felt like recording it.
Oh my gosh.
Never seen the movie, so I want to see it. And it's like, but we can see it here though, without the commercials. You don't have to fast forward through them.
That's another movie. I still never saw Avatar. It does not speak to me in any way.
You know, I actually still haven't seen Avatar myself, but I actually am planning on seeing the next movie when it comes out. So I do need to see it before it comes, like by then.
Makes sense.
And here's the thing, I was totally in that camp of, oh, Avatar's overrated. It's just Pocahontas in space when it's like, and I was buying into that hype. And no, it's not Pocahontas in space. It's Dances with Wolves in space. Everyone was saying Pocahontas in space because they didn't see Dances with Wolves.
Oh God. Okay. Shit. That's actually tea. Okay.
And it's like, even if it is, it's like, I don't know. Maybe there is something to this movie. I don't know.
All right. Well, I wish you luck. I'm not going to see it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Kevin.
That, oh my God. Here's the thing. For somebody who has never seen the Avatar movies, I rode both rides in Pandora at Animal Kingdom, Walt Disney World, the Avatar area. The freaking Shaman of Songs animatronic is so good. I freaking love this thing. It's like really 8 feet tall. It's so fluid movement. You think it's a real human or, real living thing. It's a marvel of modern technology, honestly. Like, we may be able to put men on the moon, but this animatronic.
Yeti, like, it's very easily fixable, too.
The Yeti, here's the thing. Yeti's easily fixable when you have Disney money. They can afford to close the ride down and rip the roof off and fix the Yeti. They just don't want to. It's just, that's going to be an entire episode of us talking about, like, rides that need refurbs. They have to
dismantle the whole ride, though, in order to fix it.
They would. Yeah, but they can afford to, is my point. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They can afford to put the Yeti back in A mode.
Yeah, but do they want to inconvenience park guests like that?
Here's the thing: get the real ones. The real ones that want the Yeti back in full operation. They'll understand.
Yeah, but here's the thing: majority of their park guests are not "quote unquote" real ones.
I know, and they're trash, Kevin. I hate theme park people. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually made a TikTok about that recently. We're not going to go down that road again. Okay. Anyway, Kevin, we were talking about television. That actually reminds me.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
The hyperfixation of the week.
Oh, I thought you were going to say summertime.
What? No, Kevin, stop trying to make jokes. Kevin, you and I recently shared this hyperfixation of the week because I think we're on like episode 3 or 4 of me bringing up the concept of lost media.
Yep,
because
you do love your lost media.
The banner.
We have our own banner.
I don't like being called out like this by my team. Anyway, yes, the hyperfixation of the week once again pertains to lost media. Kevin, I facetiously ask you, are you familiar with Sailor Moon?
Yeah, I never actually watched the anime myself, like when I was younger, but I'm like vaguely familiar with it. Like I know that like there's a bunch of teenage girls. They do like a little teenage girls in Japan. They do like a little dance. Their outfits change, but for some reason nobody recognizes them, even though they're basically just wearing skimpier versions of their school uniforms. And they have like magic jewels or something, and they like use them to like blast aliens, I guess, and then. Or I think they have wands. I think they have wands. Do they have wands? I think they
Here's
have
the
wands.
thing. Yeah. They change throughout the seasons because they want to sell more toys.
And a mask. He throws a rose and does nothing.
Yes. Just like most men. But like, yeah, the original Sailor Moon that everybody's familiar with is the original Japanese anime manga series. Came over to the Western speaking world, I believe, in the early 90s. and took the world by storm. It's about a team of magical girls. That's literally the trope of a girl that transforms her outfit from drab schoolgirl uniform into superhero, whatever.
Mhm.
But the Sailor Scouts, as they are referred to, take the cake for literally just being their school uniforms with like having them dyed. Like, it's actually pretty hilarious. Like, as a kid, when I watched the original Sailor Moon, I did not know, like, I could not tell what's the difference between Serena and Sailor Moon. I knew her as Serena because I grew up with the Deke dub. I'm not a purist.
Right.
But I was just like, the only thing she did was put on red boots. Everything else is the same. And I wasn't wrong. But anyway, getting back to what my hyperfixation of the week was, Kevin, I actually shared this with you. Did you know, well, obviously you know now,
Yeah, I know now, but
in
like,
the early 90s, when they were trying to figure out a way to bring Sailor Moon over to the Western market, they're like, we want to bring this to the English-speaking audience. How do we do that? Millions of like dollars are on the table here. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. So all of these companies come and pitch their proofs of concept. One of the first ones to pitch their idea is a company called Saban, which you may know as the company that owns the iconic Power Rangers, which in turn are also based on a Japanese IP that came over to the West.
Yeah.
So this company is like, hey, we have an idea. This anime is super duper popular. What if we bring it over to America by not only doing Western style animation, but also incorporating live action segments? This is the concept of the original version of Sailor Moon, which people now lovingly refer to as Saban Moon.
Saban Moon?
Saban Moon. It was made by...
When I saw it, because I actually just saw this pilot for it today. Like, actually, I saw it like shortly before recording this. I was like, that's not Sailor Moon. That's Pirate Asteroid.
That was not funny. I'm not going to give you any applause for that. But Kevin, I have a picture I would like to throw up on the screen just for a little bit of context. Okay. Kevin, corporate needs you to find the difference between these two photos that I'm about to show you.
Okay. One of them looks like I bought them from Amazon, and the other one looks like I bought them from Wish.
Okay, good point. For those of you that are listening without video, I have thrown up on the screen a photo of the iconic Mistress of All Evil, Maleficent, from Disney's Sleeping Beauty on the right, and on the left side we have Saban Entertainment's idea of Queen Beryl, the season 1 antagonist of Sailor Moon. Guys, if you know anything about like Sleeping Beauty, you know what she looks like. This one is literally just Maleficent, but with blue skin. It's actually quite embarrassing.
And she has hair.
And she has hair, and it's red. Blue skin and red hair. It doesn't exactly work. Oh, God. But anyway, this is a little bit of a teaser as to what the rest of the episode was like. It looks familiar, but it's just a little different.
But back up for a second. You said blue skin and red hair don't mix. Mystique?
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Demona?
Yeah, Demona can suck it. Gargoyles, flop era, if I ever was one. Come for me. Come for me. I have no fear. Anyway, I think we can get rid of the photo now. Please and thank you. Kevin, you and I both sat through this teaser pilot thing. What were your thoughts watching this? Because just for a little bit of context, this pilot has been quote unquote lost to time since 1994, only available to those who held the rights to that original work. Somebody found it, uploaded it to the internet, and now we get to sit here and watch it in all of its cringy glory. And I need to know what your thoughts were on it, Kevin.
I said what I said already. I said, that looks like Pirate Asteroid.
Sure. Just right at the gate, the first thing I notice is the theme, quote unquote, theme song that's playing is very much a product of the 90s.
The whole thing was a product of the 90s.
I know, but this is like a perfect little time capsule of like every note you could possibly hit. The fashion, the music, the film style. It was just so adorable. But I took a couple of notes in here because there were so many things I wanted to hit. First of all, let's start with saying this. The Sailor Scouts are already, I personally think, more diverse than the Japanese anime.
Well, yeah, because they were all Japanese.
Yes, But like the only thing that they like did quote unquote different was like change their hair color and style. This one, they're different nationalities. Like Sailor Jupiter is a black woman. I believe it was Sailor Mars is an Asian
Okay,
woman.
but again, it's 90s diversity where like we
Yes,
have
but
one
it's
token, we have one black person, we have
they're
one
doing exactly what Power Rangers did. Okay, they're following the formula, and we don't deviate from the formula if it makes us money. Okay, but
God forbid there's 2 black people in the friend group or on the team.
hey, one of them's in a wheelchair, Kevin.
Yeah, and then there's the wheelchair.
And then there's the girl with the mobility aid, and we don't know how to handle it. Oh, so one of the things that they do in this version of Sailor Moon is that the entire thing feels like a toy commercial because that's what it is. That's what like He-Man did. That's what Power Rangers did. They're there to sell toys.
Transformers, My Little Pony.
Yeah, like you can see, like when
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, a little bit of context. When the Sailor Scouts are like, fighting crime, doing their superhero stuff, it's animated. But when the girls are just doing their schoolgirl stuff, it's live action segments. So when you see like Sailor Moon, the moon is in trouble, help us, you see her pull out like this very obvious, like coming to stores near you type compact mirror. Like, it's like there to be sold.
And then transforming into Super Bitch.
Oh yeah, and then they're like their main mode of transportation is these things called like what solar flyers or something.
Yeah,
like that.
And they look like the thing that that Jim Hawkins had in Treasure Planet.
They're windsurfers. They're literally surfboards with sails on them that just fly through the air. And they didn't know how to handle the girl on the mobility scooter, so they basically gave her like her own Wonder Woman-esque rocket ship. And that's fun. Like again, Sailor Mercury, the one in the wheelchair, she's kicking ass, right? She's like shooting rockets at this like monster or whatever. He knocks her clean out of the sky and she just eats shit on the ground. And then everybody runs over to her like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she's just like, "Wow, what's going on?" I hear a ringing cell phone in the background. Like she's got a concussion.
Yeah, she was like, "Someone pick up that phone."
Someone pick up that phone.
What are you talking about?
I was like, is that a joke? Are you injured? I don't know how to handle this. But yeah, she kicked ass and then she ate shit. But then what else? I had a couple of other things I wanted to hit on here. I mean, okay, look. They added a I don't even know what you would call it. Now the Sailor Scouts are not Sailor Scouts anymore. They are like the Solar Princesses.
Yeah.
That's another thing that the West obviously really likes is the marketability of princesses.
Because this was pre-Frozen, it's like, yeah, the queen has to be evil, but the princesses are all good.
Well, they had Queen Serenity.
You're going to be evil.
They did have Queen Serenity, who was Sailor Moon's mother.
But they never referred to her as a queen. I
believe they did Queen Serenity.
I don't think they did. Did they?
I'm sure they did. I'm almost positive, but I'll put a pin in that. She's a character in this, and her design looks like a white woman cosplaying an Egyptian pharaoh. It's very icky.
Yeah,
it's very
icky.
I
don't remember what it looks. I just saw it today, and yet I don't remember.
True. Oh, also during like the title sequence with the song and all that, Jupiter, they're doing the stereotypical like girls in front of the mirror getting their makeup done for like the school dance or whatever.
I know.
And the girl that plays Jupiter is like, statistically speaking, I'm gonna find the cutest boy at the dance tonight. And then
like,
Venus,
we get it. You're the nerdy one. Okay.
No, but then Venus says that's not likely because you'll be dancing with me. And I was like, we're just gonna throw the lesbianism under the rug.
Wait, what? I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch that? She's like, I'm gonna catch the cutest boy, and she's gonna go, no, you're not. And Jupiter goes, what do you mean? And she goes, because you'll be dancing with me. And then they just move on as if she didn't say that. And I was like,
oh shit. Okay. Well, I guess this is more diverse than I thought it was.
Yeah. We have 2 white folks, but one of them's gay. We hit all the notes.
Okay.
Oh, but that was another thing. Like talking about one of the most iconic parts of the Sailor Moon franchise is the transformation sequences, right? Going from drab schoolgirl into the superhero outfit. The transformation sequence, again, this is just a proof of concept. They don't really need to like bring their A game. The transformation sequence wasn't totally heinous. Like it was obviously very early 90s CGI computer stuff, but I was like, this actually kind of works. I really enjoyed watching that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. It was all right.
That's the big takeaway here is like anybody who's been like, there's entire communities like rejoicing over the fact that this is now available to view in its entirety.
Okay, but now what?
yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's over now, and it wasn't like earth-shatteringly amazing. Like obviously, like when I talked about the Margaret Hamilton Wizard of Oz Sesame Street thing, for me that was earth-shattering. This is just like okay, it's not terrible. Here's the thing, it's delightfully bland. It's not so bad I want to burn my eyes out. It's not so good that I'm wishing more was made. It's just there. And I'm glad the people that have been searching for this for so many years have found it and been able to like watch it. But it's now like the search is over. It's like, where do we go from here? A little disappointing. But still, I was very excited to see this happening. Again, lost to time. Now we get to see it in its entirety.
Okay,
Not to mention,
I need you to find me the lost episode of SpongeBob
where Squidward kills himself.
You said it, not me. You said the triggering thing, not me.
Oh God. Also, just random thing that I like talking about Americanizing the Sailor Scouts and all that. They still decided to call Sailor Moon's boyfriend Darien. Like that was his name in the original. Wait,
what was Sailor Moon's real name? Because like because when they were when they're in the real world, when like it's live action, they call her Vicky.
Yeah,
but then
Vicky.
During the fight, someone called her Luna.
No, Luna's the name of the cat.
I know, but someone called her Luna during the fight.
I don't remember that, but I'll have to rewatch it again. I don't doubt it. But yeah, no, she's just going by Sailor Moon in her superhero title, and her human name is Vicky, which is a disgusting name. I mean, Icky Vicky, the song is literally right there. But
okay, what? Here's the thing. In the Japanese version, her name is Usagi, which means rabbit. So like,
yes.
Why don't they just call her like Bunny or something? I don't know.
That's a little too on the nose. It wasn't a popular enough name in the 90s, I think, for like a teenage girl to be called Bunny. Like that was the name of Johnny Bravo's mother.
Was it?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Hey. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was this one episode where she's like dating like a famous songwriter, and he writes her a song called "Oh Bunny, You're So Funny." It's really stupid. Johnny Bravo was the epitome of stupidity. But anyway, that was in its entirety my hyperfixation of the week. I just I still want to know why they were so stuck to the guns about like Sailor Moon's gonna have a boyfriend and his name is gonna be Darien. No matter who gets the right to this property, we're gonna call him Darien. And I was like, that's a gross name.
Yeah, and just like in the anime, Tuxedo Mask, he just throws a rose and does nothing.
That was another thing I was excited to see, was like, oh, how do they handle his character design? A man in a tuxedo is always going to look like a man in a tuxedo. Like, they have looked the same since the 1920s. The men haven't gotten any different looking. Nothing new could be done with this freaking character.
At least we're consistent with that. It's like, yeah, he just does nothing.
God. Yeah, no, he literally showed up, threw a rose, and then disappeared. Oh, and they implied that he gave her some like extra magical boost or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of seemed to be the implication of that. And it's like, and it's the exact same rose that like he gave her when they were going to be married.
And then literally after that whole like quote unquote marriage ceremony, he exploded. They blew up his ship and she watched him die.
I love that voice acting. She's just like, no.
And then the single sexy tear.
Like, bro, your fiance just exploded. And you're just like,
along with your mother. Oh God. But just the big takeaway from this was Sailor Moon could almost have taken place in the same cinematic universe as Disney's Enchanted. So
okay. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. It was kind of disappointing, but
okay. Also, they never answered the question: whose house was that she went into?
Who's she living with?
Yeah, whose house is that?
Here's the thing: we'll never get the answer to that question because the series never took off.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna die without knowing that answer.
Like
Kevin.
They were like, "Oh, you need to go into this other dimension in order to hide from Queen Bitchface," and like, I don't remember what her name is.
Queen Beryl.
Sure. And like, it's like, okay. And it's like, what, do you already have a house ready for her there? Like, and like,
it's very much Invader Zim, like land and we'll build you a house with robotic parents and all.
Yep. Robotic parents.
Speaking of Invader Zim, Kevin, nature is healing. because today I went into a Hot Topic where I was able to.
You sent me an image, but I was outside where it was very sunny, so I couldn't really see it.
Kevin, I went into a Hot Topic today, and I had the opportunity to buy a plethora of Invader Zim merchandise, along with Twilight t-shirts. I swear to God, I felt like I was in 2009 again. Like, nature is healing.
Wow.
If you can... First of all, where can I even view Invader Zim today? Like, where is it streaming?
I don't know. Is that TV movie still on Netflix?
It is, but the rest of the show is just like not available.
Probably on Paramount Plus.
It is?
Probably. Aren't all Nickelodeon shows on Paramount Plus?
That I don't know about. It's possible. Hulu. Oh, is it on Hulu? Oh shit, I'm gonna watch that after I finish recording with you. Okay, but yeah, it just really threw me for a loop. It was like the style of clothing that they're offering is very reminiscent, but here's the thing. It's vintage now.
But these are brand new products, though.
Yeah. But the style is vintage.
Oh,
early emo.
Like those faded, those faded 90s Disney shirts that were sold for a while back.
Maybe, but they're marketing the Twilight shirts and stuff. The Twilight movies have been out for over 10 years now. Mm-hmm. And kids are buying the shirts, ironically, being like, I wish I was born in the early 2000s. I was born in the wrong era.
Don't say that. No. No.
Kids are looking at our childhood through nostalgia glasses.
No, stop making me feel old. I am not old. I'm not going to that beach that makes you old.
Don't take me to the beach that turns you old. Peter!
My TikTok.
Yes, it was. You've made me lose my words, but these kids are actually being like, I was born in the wrong era. I wish I could remember 9/11, and it's fucking killing me. My face, exactly. I was like, why do you want to live in this time frame? I can tell you it was wretched. It was absolutely rotted.
If I were them, I'd like to remember before 9/11,
Kevin, you could walk onto a plane with your shoes on.
I know.
There was no that's a thing that a lot of younger kids don't realize, is that the TSA did not exist before 2001.
I know. How come all those people who are complaining about mask mandates and shit, how come none of them were complaining about the TSA? None of them complain about having to take off your shoes every time you board a plane.
Here's the thing, they absolutely
do. Annoying to me than having to put a piece of fabric on my face to go grocery shopping.
They absolutely do complain about these things, but they realize if they complain in front of the TSA, they're not going to board the plane because they might be deemed a flight risk. They wait till they're on the plane. And then they're like, this woman touched my backside because she thought I had a firearm. And then he'll call her a racial slur and sit there being a terrible person for the next 2.5 hours on your trip to Orlando.
No, but it's it's like, oh, this is an infringement on my freedom. Okay, what about this? Is this not an infringement on your freedom? You can't even bring a fucking water bottle onto the plane. I want to bring my own water bottles. I don't want to have to spend $6 on a water bottle at the airport in order to just keep myself hydrated on the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bottles 3 ounces or less. Yeah, I know. What's 3 ounces going to do for me?
Can we talk about how for an embarrassing amount of time, up until I was maybe 22, I thought that under no circumstances, I thought the 3 ounces of liquid or less applied to not just your carry-on, but to everything you were bringing. I thought it included your checked bag as well. So if I flew to Orlando for a week and I only had 3 ounces of shower soap, I was fucked. I was like, I'm going to go through this in 3 days and then I'm just going to smell for the next 4. I was I didn't realize you can put more liquid in your checked bag because that goes through the x-ray machine and that one will be stored underneath the plane where you do not have access to it. Mm-hmm. I was just I was a stinky bitch in 2004.
Remind me of, did you ever see, I think it was, there was one episode, I believe it was one episode of Kenan and Kel. It was the Kenan and Kel Go to Hollywood special.
Okay.
And they went through TSA and when Kel's bag went through the x-ray machine, his orange soda showed up on through the x-rays and the TSA agent was confused looking at it.
I mean, that's the joke.
I know, but that's so stupid.
Damn, that's the joke.
And
Oh
it's like,
god, I never.
remember when you could make jokes about the TSA?
They used to work at a nightclub called The Bomb on Kenan and Kel. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember.
They opened up a nightclub at because Kenan worked at like a supermarket or something.
Yeah, I remember that. I know Kenan worked at a supermarket / convenience store.
Yeah, and his boss was like Ray Romano or some shit. I can't remember.
No, it was not Ray Romano, but
Rigby's, that was it. Yeah, he looked like a hybrid of Ray Romano and Mr. Sheffield from The Nanny. But anyway, he he opened a nightclub in the middle of the supermarket one night as like a get rich quick scheme or something. And I was just like,
they always came up with these get rich quick schemes.
I think it was Dan Schneider who was the manager. Don't. Pod Daddy just brought up the forbidden name. Oh no.
No, that wasn't Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider was a very, very plump man. I don't think that was him.
That was not him. No, that man.
I think he may have been on the show at some point, but I don't think he was the manager of Rigby's.
No.
Oh God. But yeah, they literally called the club The Bomb, and I was like, that wouldn't fly in post 2001. Can we talk about how Kenan and Kel somehow managed to get fucking Coolio to sing their theme song?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I had no idea.
Thank you, Pod Daddy.
Like you had you had any idea who Coolio was at that age?
Me?
When that show came out, yeah.
I knew who he was. He had a very popular presence.
I didn't know who Coolio was.
He had a very prominent presence amongst all my cousins who listened to him, so I knew who he was. I never absorbed any of his media, but I was like, that's fucking Coolio, and he's doing a theme song for a kids comedy show. What the hell? It didn't add up to me. Oh God. Do you also remember they did like a Halloween movie where they like get lost at like this like
TV movie where it was in a completely different aspect ratio and like different films.
They were trying to be like Abbott and Costello, and it didn't work. But they met this like wacky cast of characters at like a haunted castle. But the one that stuck with me was the maid who was born without eyelids. Do you remember her?
And the movie was called Two Heads Are Better Than None. Yeah. Oh my God! Wait, yes, the maid without eyelids.
Yeah, she just walked around like Sissy Spacek and Carrie, like the entire time. That was.
Oh, and you remember that in that movie there was the chimp that played the piano, and like Kel requested he played Superstitious.
I think so. It's hitting a vague note in the back of my mind.
And Kenan was like, "What? He can't play that." And then he ends up playing it, and it's like a whole big number. And it was like, "Oh, that's funny." But after seeing Nope, that scene's now very disturbing in retrospect.
Way to suck the fun out of the conversation, Kevin. Would you like to sign off for tonight? We've been talking for quite some time.
I suppose so. We are at the hour mark. We're past that.
We don't want you to get tired of us because next week we have a very special guest coming to join us on the podcast. Next week on September 3rd, or I'm sorry, excuse me. Bippity boppity boo. So Monday, September 5th, please join us on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network, where we will be hosting a very special guest, Ms. Victoria Calamito of the Oz Vlog on TikTok. Go follow her social medias on TikTok and YouTube at The Oz Vlog. She's a Wizard of Oz historian and collector, and she is going to be coming onto the podcast as my hyperfixation of the week. We're going to be talking about the story of the Wizard of Oz, all the adaptations across the board relating to the gay community, feminism in the Land of Oz, and since she's an expert, we're very excited to have her on the show. So please mark your calendar for that one. Yay. But as for right now, Kevin, I think we're going to say good morning.
Good noon.
I did it right that time. I didn't say good night.
Yep.
Once again, reminder, you can follow us on all social media at Fruity Cereal. Fruity like the cereal. No, Fruity. Kevin's taking
Fruity away. Like the food, cereal like the number.
Thank you, Mr. Roboto.
I don't know why I did that.
It works. You can follow me, Connor, at Connor K Fitz, or Connor K Fitz on TikTok, on Instagram at Connor F from LI. Oh no, wait. I misspoke. I don't know my own social media. Kevin, I'm a stupid puppy. I don't know what I'm doing. My Instagram is at Connor K Fitz. My Twitter is Connor F from LI. Kevin, take it away before I lose my
And you can follow me everywhere if you
behave
on It's Kevin O'Lear on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Letterboxd, and you can follow me on YouTube at Kevo Productions.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we hope to see you next week, once again, September 5th, for our very special guest of Miss Tori Calamito. And we will see you guys
have
soon.
just been blopped and blooped.
That wasn't English.
Goodbye.
Thank you all. Have a good night. Good morning.
Good noon.